Over 40 years ago, when my dad named me Fern after the plants that he loved to grow on our home balcony, I don't think he imagined that I would one day start a food tech company that makes plant proteins from green leaves, which is actually Earth's most abundant source of protein. So I founded the Leaf Protein Co. because of my food intolerances and also my concern about the lack of biodiversity in the growing $38 billion plant-based food industry. Despite this huge market opportunity, food companies face three critical problems. The first is that this lack of biodiversity means they really only have three types of plant proteins to work with, which makes it hard for them to diversify and create plant-based foods that consumers will really love. The second problem is that these ingredients contain allergens such as gluten, which limits the number of consumers they can go after, such as myself, as well as the 30% of Americans and 25% of Australians who choose not to have gluten, even though they don't have any intolerance to it. And so thirdly, consumers are clearly much more concerned about the ingredients in their foods, which then forces the food companies to be more concerned and selective about the ingredients that they choose, how they're grown, and their environmental impact. This is why we're introducing a new category of plant proteins, leaf protein, which is created from edible green leaves. They're free from the major plant allergens, not genetically modified, and environmentally sustainable. Our researchers are creating leaf protein from crop byproducts, regenerative plants, and alternative plant sources so that food companies can have a more biodiverse range of plant proteins that meet consumers' needs. Compared to soy protein, which today is the benchmark for plant proteins, leaf protein can achieve the same high protein content and meet those consumer needs. In addition to this, our thermomechanical extraction process means that our leaf protein ingredients are free from unwanted chemical residue. This gives the food companies what they call a clean label ingredient, which is much sought after in the industry. We're operating in a big market. The $38 billion plant-based food market will be worth this much by 2025. We're specifically targeting the plant protein ingredients segment, and in terms of production, we'll be producing over 5,000 tonnes a year of leaf protein. We're making this happen with our team who have over 70 years experience in the food industry. Rod McDonald has been researching leaf protein extraction for over 27 years, while Jonathan Midders is a senior food executive with deep expertise in scaling up lab-scale research to commercial processes. Myself, I've had over 17 years experience as a product manager and product marketer in both the B2B and B2C space. And my co-founder Connor is a current PhD candidate for leaf protein extraction in the US. So far, we've proven the validity of leaf protein by producing an 80% concentrate. And this is why all of the food companies we've spoken to have expressed interest in trialling our leaf protein ingredient. The only thing that has slowed us down this year is strict COVID lockdowns in Melbourne and access to larger scale pilot facilities. Just this month, we've had 2 of these prospective customers come back to ask when they can receive samples. Our aim is to put samples in the hand of prospective businesses by January, if not before. So the good news is that we've now engaged a pilot facility in the US to produce our first sample batch. And we've also engaged growers of the largest crops of sweet potatoes both in the US and Australia to supply our feedstock for producing our samples. Our next stage is to continue our research together with the CSIRO in a co-funded project which will help us improve the efficiency of the commercial production of leaf protein. On a final note, who knew that your name could lead you to your life's work? At the Leaf Protein, we're on a mission to give consumers more and better food choices and help food companies access a wider variety of plant protein ingredients so that they can really capture the plant-based markets. We know that we can make this happen with our experience and our passion. With the right partners, we're on a journey to change the plant protein market. Thank you.